Yeah, there it is. There's our big crisp frame rate and our big juicy frames. Oh, baby. Now we're living in the future. The power of the PC, and specifically, want to be real about this, the PC community shines through again. Some people like this game so much they wanted to play it again and make it good. And God bless them. This is a Matrix city. It is a city powered by, like, a digital god that has been captured and used as a battery? I think? Let's see if I can understand what's happening at any point. This is a wrong answers only stream. We got a little danger. We got a little comedy. This game is like the biggest budget presumption that no one's ever touched a controller that I think I've ever played. And it just... There's something very strange about that. Like, you can... It almost felt like they wanted this to be the one game that everyone could play, but also be a really complicated RPG at some point. Like, the whole beginning of the game is just being like, why? What? I think the intention was to make combat not feel slow because there's a lot of, like, stuff going on. Like, Lightning is doing backflips and shooting sword guns, so... Why inverted? Oh, what? Whoa. Hold on, let's try that again. That's an interesting way to do that. But, like, you see what I mean? This is how they chose to do tutorials. Because they'd never played Halo Combat Evolved, you know? So they were like, well, how can we communicate to the player what inverted means? Because clearly the player doesn't know what inverted means. We've never done camera before at Square Enix, so this is a new thing for us. It's interesting. Very interesting. I guess I find the context and the spirit of this game way more fascinating than the game itself. I'm gonna initiate a battle. Oh god, it is cool though, seeing that transition happen at like max buttery frame rate. That was Stutter City back on the consoles. Oh please God, tell me how to use an item. Haven't been doing this since Dragon Quest. At least it offers, but it like does it with a really slow screen. So even if you want to say no, you have to wait for the text to like ease its way onto screen and animate. And then there's another little beat before the menu comes up. Maybe this is just the game really trying to communicate to you its intended pace. But that makes no sense because it starts in the middle of action. It's like it's trying to warn you that this is going to be a really long, boring game. I shouldn't say boring. Slow-paced game. But somehow they're trying to like communicate that on top of Lightning doing anime backflips and shooting sparkles out of her hands. It's so good. It's so good. I think this is an example where like a lot of talent and hard work and good work can go into a project, but there's just that impossible to grab unity where like the sum becomes greater than, or the whole becomes greater than the sum of its parts. Again, a lot of Final Fantasy 13 is fever dream. Everything about this game is rigidly produced. Oh, we got words. Pulse.
I'm after the foul sea.
Or my devil. Are you serious? None of that made sense. Give me something to work with. Comes over, does this jankety ass thing.
Still happy you tagged along.
Why would he not be now? Because she could be his angle?
Real heroes don't need plans.
Stop saying that. Stop it. Is this supposed to be... I think it's supposed to be endearing. Like, this is supposed to be the crew where I'm like, alright, I was a little confused before, but now I'm into it. I like these guys. I think that's where I was supposed to be at. In life, there are many, many circumstances where everyone can try their best and make the right decisions at the right time.
Somebody take it.
And things still don't turn out right. For just unforeseen, unexpected kind of stuff.
Time to go, kiddo.
I guess this is still meant to be just like inspirational and interesting enough to keep me invested. I don't know, sometimes I really like
You hear me?
trying to understand the goals. Ooh. It kind of looks cool. Like the little ribbons coming off are pretty sick. And like that's big Amano style. It looks like it's underwater or like it's floating. It's got those like roided techno muscles. That's neat. It actually, it looks like something that would exist in, like, the heaven dimension of Doom. It's like Urdak. I guess I'm supposed to care about these people. Like, this is pretty brutal. But it's not, there's no blood, and it's like, is this like rated E? It's an intense situation, but everyone's acting like real anime for 12-year-olds. So it's just like another mismatch. Why would you have people screaming and wailing and dying and falling to their deaths? Meanwhile, you got a big titty MILF who flies onto him titty first. It's supposed to be dark. I mean, it is dark, but the music's not conveying that. The character design's not conveying that. Like, this is a world where people don't get dirty. They're all perfect anime people. It feels weird if a show with, like, characters designed to be action figures also has, like, genocide in it. It just feels like you're treading on territory that's a little too serious to the human condition to also be made for cosplay.
Mom.
Yes. The Chadley of Final Fantasy XIII. What's with the piano trill? Also, how many Final Fantasy girls have introduced themselves by, like, looking at the camera and then going... Oh, Godot went down. Oh, no. I'm gonna get a bad rating for this.
All right, on my go.
Right.
Go!
What was he waiting for? Why did Snow have to delicately count that out? Whatever, it's fine. This game rules.
Everyone safe?
The army's no match for Nora.
I meant the kids.
Hundreds of people just died. Like, screaming, falling to their deaths.
Let's keep it that way.
Ha! Swing! What the... What am I supposed to be... How am I supposed to feel, game? You have to... It's so attention deficit with its own tone. Actually, that's not true at all. The tone is anime all the time. So that's kind of where I'm like, if the characters are all anime stand-ins, why should I care about... Like, why does a genocide of that matter? I don't know.
That thing could...
Genocide's always bad, okay?
Let's see.
We've had fun here, but we need to be real for a second.
You can do it.
I ain't out here about to get canceled. I'm trying to play my animes. I'm not gonna risk it all on Final Fantasy XIII. I like how none of those words... I kind of know what they mean,
Check this out.
but they're all utter gibberish. Just letters spilled out at random.
After you.
It's like he's selling it a bit. That's the thing. Nobody expresses emotions once. They express it 5 times in 1 second. It's not just like one good scoff. It's been fascinating to go back and play this. I have to admit, again, I'll say it, technically, this game scales up astoundingly well. Well, again, due in large part to the wondrous generosity of the PC community. But the game itself is really fascinating to play, especially considering the sort of the kind of company that Square Enix was.
Could just run away.
Great.
What are they?
See, Lucido failed. This is what happens.
Right.
When Lucido complete the focus the Fal'Cie gave him.
Yes, that's right. Those are the stakes of this world. Which is also kind of Final Fantasy X, I guess? Having to do a given quest or you die. Or actually, I guess 10 was having to do a given quest so you die. But it's still just like mashing death as a consequence into it just because of the fuzzy rules of the world. Just to really ratchet up the tension. You become a zombie or something. Oh, this sick music.
Let's go.
The music's telling me how to feel, but it's... I don't, like... I don't know if I should or
Into you,
not.
soldier. Thought you came for a fight.
And now it's gone. It's gone.
My
You're
sister.
instantly not supposed to feel that anymore.
Your sister. What was her focus? When she became a Lassie, what did the Fal'Cie order her to do? It wasn't blow up Cocoon or anything like that, was it?
I didn't ask.
When a person gets cursed by a Fal'Cie, they become a Lassie, and they get given a focus, right?
Thank you.
If they don't carry it out, Lassie end up as one of those things.
Why are you telling her? I mean, you're telling me, but...
She might still... How can I... Oh, man. There's no way to turn a Lassie back into a human. Even if she completes her focus, there's no changing her fate.
Is this making her feel better?
She'll
Right.
live her life as a Fal'Cie slave.
Wah, wah. Stakes are here. Your sister that we haven't even met might become a zombie.
It's people like you that started the purge in the first place.
Ooh. She called him a Nazi. This would be fun to do a drinking game for. Because at this point I would be belligerently drunk. And just screaming at the TV. What? Why are you telling me this now?
That girl's a Lassie.
I already told you that.
Yeah, right?
Post-Lassie are the enemies of Cocoon.
Sarah!
And now they're here.
Sarah.
Is that my hero?
God. I hate him so much.
Flames on the side of my face.
It's the same with Sarah. Eternal life. She's not dead.
I forgot about the legend
To be.
till
I
just
promise
now.
to be hers forever. I don't care how many years I have to wait.
It's over!
Do not use this game as a metric for your inability to track any other Final Fantasy game's plot, because it is... I'm playing it because it's unintelligible, so if you're lost, that's expected. I'll say this game is way more fun to play with everybody being like, what is going on, than just me by myself being like, yeah. Just having that feeling like something's off. Something ain't firing right. This is a very deep moment. She's gonna die, you see.
Just stay out of my way.
Jesus.
Right here.
I don't remember 13 being horny at all. What's the most horny Final Fantasy game? That's a good question. She's gonna punch him again?
Does she look protected to you?
This literal scene already happened.
I can save her!
What can you possibly do?
We gotta have 3 punches, though. This game rules.
That's my promise.
Great job so far.
Oh. That'll draw Weeaboo Wednesday to a close. I didn't get to Sakana of Rice and Ruin, unfortunately. I just got swept away by Final Fantasy 13, which is a beautiful game, and it is the best, and I love it, and I will never say anything otherwise.